Kumar has found Jack's scissors. Oh. She just found her best friend's scissors. You love to see that. Cute boys better beware. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the... Get out of here, Asneer. Radiance, Toon Link, Dave, Bravo, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars. If you know me as the man. We are now 1 day away from night 1 of WrestleMania. But more importantly for this channel, we are just 1 week away from being on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise. That's big. That is so big. It's the next, and I don't think we've really taken it all in. Cause starting next week, we're gonna have stream after stream after stream on these Fridays. And that's when it's gonna start to hit. It's like, oh my gosh, we're coming to this big event. Oh my gosh, we're building this big event. And I'm starting to feel it right now, so I hope you guys start to feel it. I know some of y'all are already feeling it, but oh boy, y'all don't know what's in store. It's time for the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the United States Aviator. Welcome back to the show of shows. As I said, 1 week until
Danganronpa.
Hunger Game. No, that's wrong. I mean, there will be Hunger Games in a week too. That's just how it goes. It's 1 week until we're on the beaten path. The AWE opens back up with a couple Friday Night Infernos specially themed to be on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise, and I'm excited for it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm gonna say. But more importantly, we got this game to get through. Tomorrow is April Uno, aka April 1st, April Fools. And so we got a foolish episode today. We got all of the folks who I think would be your best practical jokers. And I got them all, or I guess teams that would be good practical joking. We got all of them, and we're gonna go through them all. And we have a lot of misfortune, and I'll tell you what, the misfortune, it's continuing to increase, I'll tell you. Oh boy. We got the fan club, Komaru, and mainly Oda. Oda, I feel like could pull a pretty decent prank. Nothing to report, Chisa and the Gatekeeper. Bug Hunters, Chihiro and So, Baked in Blood, Haruka and Mai, Shield. Kizakura and Mishima, Magic, Cop and Ride, Yukiko definitely, and Takamichi, Something in the Water, Hina and Beto, Deep Fried Chicken, Teru Teru, and La Senora. Could they play the most fantastic prank and cause chaos to reign already? That is the real question. Bucket of Bolts, Kibo, and Kana take the throne. Sonya and Queen, they see me rolling. Monica and Kizzy, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe sees the Witch and the Wardrobe official and Samugi dancing queens, Crazy Yoko and Iris, Written in the Stars, Hero, and Jiaya. I Need a Hero, Masaru and Kram, Magic Show, Himiko and Owen, Split Pass, Monokuma and Tama, Cataclysm, The Grand Boy and Morgana, Twin Magic, Kotoko and Kotoka, Lasting Shot, Nekomaru and Mizuki XL, Vengeance, Sato and Clover, Country Roads, Mondo and Mozu, Flames of Rebellion, Nagito and Reiko, Time and Space, Taichi and Kaito, Mommy Milkers, Hiroko and Camilla. Lie, Cheat, Steal has some lying and some stealing going on right now. I guess some cheating, actually. Cheating. Kokichi and Crazy Yoko Extra Large. Couples Counseling has the actual couple together. Mew and Yuta. Bottomless Pit, Akane and Paimon. Glorious Domination, Sakura and Nemona. Girl Boss, Junko and Natsumi. Clean Slice, Genocide Jack and Komeiji. Catch These Hands, Ryoma, Mizuki. Gamer Score, Mitarai and Chiaki, who's... She's racking up the misfortune. Will she get some more today? We'll have to wait and see. Star Pupils, Kawakami and Taka. Theme Park Ride. Look, I promise I switched it. Kazuichi and Fuga. And Father Knows Just, Zenkichi and Jin. And... let's go ahead and just switch it already. Let's switch the music already, because... This music's kind of growing on me too. Every so often, not every so often, but the big 3 events that we do during the games during the year, the music grows on me very quickly. AV Mania music, I can't wait to just hear it over and over again. Countdown to Christmas music, or Countdown to Fistmas? No. The Fight Before Christmas, goodness gracious. I missed that song too. But, you guys know what it's time for. It's time to announce. Fourth 4th place for these polls, and let's pull this up. Let me tell you, there's only one vote behind. We've actually seen this competitor compete, but only briefly. From Deltarune, Chris finds his way into this match in 4th place. Congratulations to Chris. But on the ladies' side, we have somebody else. And you... Wait a minute. Wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. There was a tie for 4th in the ladies' poll. Which one did I announce for the tag team episode? I'm just gonna assume I did it in order, fingers crossed, because this time... Oh, wait a minute, did I do it in order? Oh no, which one did I announce? I don't know which one I announced. This is really funny. If I assume that I did them in order, then today I should announce Maki as going on to the golden ticket qualifiers. But if I didn't, then you're gonna hear me say Maki again on Sunday, and it's gonna be really funny. There we go. That being said, we got 5th place revealed this Sunday, then 6th place revealed next week. But that's not actually all of the golden ticket announcements that we have. Our tables tourney brackets are almost filled up. And I said yesterday we would announce 2 more, count them, 2 more competitors. 1 for the ladies, 1 for the gentlemen. Let's start with the gentlemen. Now you may be surprised to see this gentleman. In fact, I think this gentleman would be surprised to see it all. From the Zero Escape series, from the Nonary games, Snake. The deep pull of Snake will be competing to fight for what's right in that men's tables tourney. Can you even see putting someone through a table? I don't know. He doesn't see like we see. Maybe he's got the Toph vision. But this one means a lot to me. Because on the ladies' side, we see Sai because she's in this tables tourney. And I said, I gotta put somebody with Sayaka who I know can get the job done against Sayaka. So Wins Davey told me who he was gonna put in. All of the AVs cheered in unison as the real Geo Archon Noel will be entering tables action. And with that, there's just one more reveal for both of the tables brackets. And they will be revealed the day of fight. The day that we do the first On the Beaten Path is coming, just you wait. And I'm very excited because I guess on the ladies' side, that reveal, they will fight that night. That's exciting. Get excited because I don't know, we just gotta get going. We gotta proceed. We gotta actually start this episode. Also let me bring the light over here real quick. Oh bam! Fantastic. Are y'all ready? I hope y'all are ready, because if you're not ready, well, it sucks to suck. I'm actually not ready because I didn't switch it over to this music. Thank you. Now that my iPad's not at 9%, it is in fact at 100%. Shockingly enough, we have some business to take care of. I'm not gonna say it's a formality because it's hit here before. But I will say, in 3, 2, 1. Will chaos reign? The odds are so low, but we gotta see. Will Deep Fried Chicken pull off back-to-back chaos reigning action? Check it out. They do, they don't. They do, they don't. You tell me, did they or didn't they? Barely moved, actually, from the start. They did not. They said, you know what? Let's keep it chaos free today. But it's not really going to be chaos free because we got a whole bunch of random things that are going to go down. First and foremost, who do you got first, second, and third? Which team do you think is the most practical joking? I think there's an easy answer to this one, but I want to see who you got. So make those picks in the comments for first, second, and third. Who is the most practical joking team? And have you ever pulled a fantastic April Fool's Day prank? Let me know. I want to hear that. I don't know if I have. Usually I'm more so like on defensive mode from April Fools. That being said, I'm excited for it because this time, April 1st is WrestleMania. But more importantly, your comments are important. Like this one, like that one, and from last time when chaos reigned, and we saw brand new champions. I'm gonna give it to Lady Psychic, who said, a lot of people were actually rooting for Flames of Rebellion. Nagito was so close, unfortunately his luck failed him at the very end. I didn't realize that Kokichi was 69th place until you pointed it out. Which is hilarious. It is truly hilarious. Thank you guys for the comments, always. Thank you for the comments. But I guess I gotta make my picks and we got to get the show on the road, don't we? I suppose we shall. For first, I'm gonna take the champions. I'm gonna take them back to back and give you guys a fan club. Give me the champions fan club. For second, I'm gonna take, in honor of Noelle, competing in tables action, I'm gonna take I Need a Hero, Masaru and Prom, her team. And for third, I think I gotta take the team that has the most misfortune. I believe that's Gamer Score. I guess Mitsurai doesn't have any, but Chiaki's got enough for both of them. Let's start this bad boy. It's gonna be a fantastic time. We have so much misfortune in play, and I need to find a pin because I know for certain misfortune is going to strike again. Let's find out how misfortunate this game might become. As we start round one, we see the tributes standing on their podiums, the horns sounding very delightfully, horn bearers. Yes! 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 Thank you. Horn bearers, what would we do without you? Perish we would. Kawakami is ready to defend her friends. Akane feels strong enough to handle anything. Kaito knows not the horrors yet to come. Oh no! Teruto spots something shiny in the distance. Kokichi and Crazy Oak Extra Large. I didn't say which team would be the practical jokiest. That would be my team. Lie, cheat, steal? Absolutely. They ambush Taka, slaughtering him. So accepts his persona as so and gains the power of persona. Kotoko collides with the tree and is having trouble remembering who. Oh my gosh. Kotoko. Goodness gracious, you got mismatched. And that's permanent now. Goodness gracious. Actually, I think Kotoko was supposed to have misplaced too, but earned it yesterday, so I didn't put it in place for today. Whoops. Congratulations, you now have 3 technically. Good luck. Mizuki XL knocks out Akane in a fist fight, puts a death collar on her. Crazy Yoko attacks Samugi from behind and Fischl from behind, murdering them both. Goodness gracious, she's crazy. Kazuichi formally invites Taichi to join his harem. Taichi respectfully declines. The doctor said, no thank you. It's bad for my health. Komeiji sneaks up on Kizukura, but Kizukura has known that he's been followed for ages now. The singles agent of chaos says, my hat's off to you, dead man. Komeiji's like, I'm not dead, and he says, you are now. Komeiji has perished. Kotoka is being adorable as always. Monokuma is looking out only for himself. Ryoma moves around uselessly. Yuta finds a handgun and gets himself a bit of misfortune of his own. Yuta. You've got a misfire. Ripperoonie. Kana disappears for a while and comes back with a wizard robe that she just found, slipping sparkles, scattering sparkles everywhere as she slips it on. Jack is on the verge of snapping. Mew wonders if she should build a machine that makes Yakiniku. Taichi builds a rocket. Mishima tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks, and there's a tank early on. La Senora is looking for an easy out. Tama can't help but admire her own genius mind. Nagito tries to kill Kizukura, but Kizukura retaliates and kills him instead. Mai has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Look at all of that blue! Natsumi, look at all of that blue! Oh my gosh! Natsumi stares into the distance. Iris fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Kibo comes down with a despair disease. He's been feeling like himself. He hopefully doesn't misbehave. Kibo! Misbehaving? If the misbehave perk's ever procced, uh-oh, that's all I gotta say. Mozu accepts her shadow as her own. She's got the power of Persona. Mishima gets his tank stolen by Chihiro. Hiro, on the other hand, has a Persona. Liaka into great potential in Sonya. She gets an Electrovision. Beto finds a seemingly official decree from the powerful Archon. Will she dare to hang it up? Probably not. I don't think she would do that. Chisa finds a dapper suit, puts it on. It's rather fetching. Chiaki trips and falls in a really bad way, but not enough to kill her. She also gets her third piece of misfortune. She's got misstep. Oh my. Jin murders Kizukura in front of Mishima. Mishima rushes out, but Kizukura dies in his arms. Krom attacks Clover from behind, kills her. Sato picks up looks unicorn lying in various places. Hiroko tries to get others to notice her. Gatekeeper's got a dimensional scythe. Crazy Oko Extra Large bad brain turns her into an absolute pain to deal with. Morgana's found a table. Takamichi's got a big stick. Himiko is glad she can rely on Owain. Takamichi hits Mitarai, young Mitarai, in the head incredibly hard. Unable to kill him, but he is dazed. Ruka walks into a very strange machine. Her molecules gonna rearrange. She's got ghost powers. Komaru has found Jack's scissors. Oh. She just found her best friend's scissors. You love to see that. Cute boys better beware. Yukiko finds a bunch of Pokeballs. Powerful item. Monica uses a mysterious gas to knock out Mizuki and Sonya and put death collars on them. Surprisingly enough, we haven't had a ton of death collars in this game. Junko's got the Omnitrix. Kizzy does her best to avoid Monica. Hina tries to kill Kana, but the wizard was carried her away to safety. Reiko looks around for stuff to scrounge, and Nomona puts all of her items in a backpack and gets a little bit of misfortune. Y'all should be sweating. All these misfortunes? Uh-oh. Gosh darn it! I looked down and I see... I forgot. Gosh darn it, Masaru. Anyway. Owain finds a suit of medieval armor. Paimon admires Akane's strength. Fair enough. Zenkichi tries to kill Owain, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. The Archon see great potential in Camilla. Grant her a Dendrovision. Nekamaru finds a sword shiny and sharp. A rather nice find. Mizuki tries to make her collar look fashionable. Masaru trips and falls into Crom, sending them both careening off of a cliff. That is so unfortunate. And that's not my jinx, that's Masaru's misfortune. That's not my jinx, that's his misfortune. I should have known better. Sakura finds a slingshot. How quaint. Might be useful in a pinch. Oda attempts to kill Kana, but Kibo intervenes in time. Kibo had to kill Oda to protect Kana's life. Chiaya tops her pancakes with fruit. Dark energy swirls around Fischl's body, dragging the spirit out of her body. She's back as a ghost. A well-placed shot by Sakura with her slingshot hits Mondo in the head with disorienting force. He's dazed. Queen isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Fuga duels it out with Himiko. Himiko bites the dust, and the grand boy trips and falls in a really bad way, but it's even more unfortunate than a misstep because he breaks his neck. We lost 12? Technically, one's back as a ghost, but it is still indeed a Claire de Lune. 4. Taka, Samugi, Fischl, Komeiji, Nagito, Kizukura, Clover, Crom, Masaru, Oda, Himiko, the Grand Boy, Shuri Ludenberg. We still got 60 left, but as you saw, we had a whole spree of blue events in a row, which means we have a lot, count them, a lot of items in play. So remember this day when we just had 12. Because tomorrow we might have more than 12. Unless Beto uses that arena event item, then we might chill for a little bit. Let's see. Will Beto use it? Oh, we're not gonna be chilling! Someone's not chilling down there, that's a lot of X's. Anyway, Mondo snaps out of it. Mizuki feels strong enough to handle anything. Mishima starts sobbing uncontrollably. Lasting rope is a death claw on Yuta. Thomas cooking up a genius idea. Yuta is ready for target practice. Luckily he finds a slingshot. Time to make every pebble count. Takamichi bludgeons Zenkichi to death with a big stick. Zenkichi now. Love that man. Kokichi's looking for an easy out. Kazuichi formally invites Crazy Oko Extra Large to join his harem. Crazy Oko Extra Large graciously accepts. This is just a formality, apparently. That's just a formality. Mai sets up her table for grabbing Yukiko in a headlock. Mai then slams Yukiko through a table. Jin has found a table as well. Hopefully nobody goes through it if it's anything like what happened a turn ago. Literally one event ago, Jin. I think someone might go through it. Katoko's got a demon summoning circle. She draws on the ground, you know, for fun. Mizuki won't give us so easily. Monica knocks out Paimon in a fist fight, fair enough. Puts a duck on her. Kawakami's got a fishing rod. Now she can catch all the fish. Fuga looks at the tree and sees a mistletoe hanging above. He probably blows it down with his powers of wind. Chihiro fires an explosive round from his tank. The blast catches Natsumi, Morgana, Iris, Monica, Kokichi, and Sakura in its wake. The tank is left as a pile of sticks and rocks in the aftermath. As I said, we had a bunch of items. Watch them get used. Teru trips and falls into the gatekeeper, sending them both careening off of a cliff. However, Teru somehow trips on the way down and his fall is broken. Kaito gives Taichi the various things that he's found, builds stuff out of it. Katoka is being adorable as always. That's the second round in a row. Archon see great potential in Akane, grant her a cryo vision. Owen's got that bowling ball, hopefully gets a strike. Crazy Yoko accepts her shadow as her own, she gains the power persona, and Chisa is ready for target practice. She finds a handgun lying around. Mozu's persona levels up, upgrading Garu to Garula. She's a windy girl. Ryoma wants it in already. So's persona levels up Agi to Agilao, which means he's got the flames of rebellion in him too. Camilla summons massive vines and wood thorns around Genocide Jack, bleeding her dry Fischl. This is being able to have dinner. Hina is starving as usual, sniffs out a single pancake. Hero doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Mew asks if Yuda's found anything useful. Crazy Yoko extra large can't wait to kill again. Kamara washes the blood off of her scissors. Reiko finds some other scraps. She's now Cave Reiko. It's a new design for her band. You're gonna love it. Queen challenges Nimona and Kizzy to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Kizzy murders the both of them, who are both very powerful players. And she says, you know what, it's my time to be. Kizzy, you get in there. To the World Pancake Championship. I don't know why I did that. I wrote the word OC because I keep, that's how I keep track of what episodes. This isn't an OC episode. Nakamaru swooshes the air with a sword. Mitarai comes back to his senses. Something inside of Monokuma snaps. He's frenzied. Paimon trips and falls flat on her face. Taichi straps Yasuhiro to his rocket and sends it to the moon. Hiro shockingly returns with his pockets full of moon rocks. Ruka shoots blasts of energy from her hands at Mizuki's able to dodge the blows just narrowly. Junko transforms to a small but brilliant alien, hides from dangers. Beidou hangs up a notice from the almighty Shogun herself. The Vision Hunt decree has commenced. Beidou, I didn't think you would do it. Beidou, why? That's shocking. Hiroko has no vision, but she now has Animo on her side. Kana attempts to capture Akane, but unfortunate for Kana, Akane is able to freeze her alive before she has a real chance. Kipo's got no vision, but now he's got a Geo1. Kizzy gets Hydro. Sato and Camilla decide not to take sides. They don't think this will last any more than a day anyhow. Chihaya has no vision. She gets a Pyro 1. Sonya actually picks up a sword in the name of the Electro Archon, and Chiaki also gets a Hydro Vision, which hopefully dwindles down her chance of using all those misfortunes that she's gathered. My gosh. We are down. Shockingly, another 12. Shockingly enough, another 12. We're going pretty steady. Slow and steady as it wins the race, but it is still a Claire de Lune 4. Zenkichi, Yukiko, Natsumi, Morgana, Iris, Monica, Kokichi, Sakura, Gatekeeper, Genocide Jack, Queen, Nimona, Kana. And so we must go on. We should, right? That would be for the best. That would be for the best. We still have 47 people left. Not even close to your saving grace picks. And we still have to get through everyone else doing some sort of vision-related activity, so let's hop right into it. Let's see what else happens during this Vision Hunt decree as we click next round. Mishima and Chisa, they're not taking sides. Crazy Yoko picks up a samurai sword. Mew, Cryo Vision. Reiko, Monokuma, no, they're like, not today. Komaru has no vision, violence stirs up inside of her, she's got Geo. Jin picks up a sword in the name of the Electro Archon, who's not even playing today. Still a lot of respect for the Shogun. Ruka and Beidou not taking sides. Kawakami gets Pyro. Mitarai gets Geo. Kawakami tries to creep up on Hiroko, but Hiroko creates a gust of wind beneath herself and escapes. It seems like Kawakami's trying to talk to Hiroko, but she's not having it. Kawakami, you have to remember, at the start of the season, she was tag team champions with Hiroko and Boss. Both of them have come over to a nicer side. Maybe Kawakami should come too. Fischl sees the spirits of the souls lost from battle of the Vision Hunt decree. Fuga now has a samurai sword. I feel like that's fitting. Chiaki entraps Komaru and Crazy Yoko extra large in a bubble of water until they both perish. Mizuki extra large has no vision, but the violence stirs something deep in her heart. She's got an animal one now. Sato finds a handgun, shoots straight downward, and now she's got misfire on her soul as well. So long to you, Sato. You're still alive though, but Kizzy's not. As Akane and Kawakami unleash the power of their visions, Kizzy was caught in the middle of cryo and pyro and she is melted away. Chisa aims her handgun in the distance. Owain has no vision, but now he's got a Hydro one. Camilla can't take her eyes off of Hiroko. Fair. Taichi creates a cryo vision, or he doesn't create one, he's granted one. Kaito and Kotoko, they're like, no, we don't want any of this. Nekomaru has no vision. He's got a pyro one now. Hiro picks up a samurai sword, and I think he would love a samurai sword. Takamichi gets a Geo vision. Beto and Hiroko surround Sonya in the middle of a pond. With the power of Electro though, Sonya electrocutes the both of them. Goodness gracious. Yuta has no vision, but the violence stirs something in him, and he's got an animal one. Katoka also is like, nope, La Senora, nope, not taking sides, Lamau. The Arkansas Great Potential and Kaito, he's got a Geo vision. That wasn't even a part of this. It wasn't. That's kind of hilarious. Ryoma. You know what? He has no vision either, but now he's got a Pyro 1. Teruteru gets Hydro. Hina gets the Samurai Sword. So and Chihiro, tag team partners, they're like, you know what? We don't want the smoke. My Hydro. Paimon, Samurai Sword. Mozu and Mondo, tag team partners are like, no thank you with that one. Tama has no vision. Now she's got Cryo. Junko picks up a samurai sword. Chihaya beats Mizuki extra large within an inch of her life with a single pancake, then uses another one to finish the job. Crazy Yoko gets a Geo vision. Chihiro finds my climate change remote. Chihiro's just finding all of the devastating items, huh? And if a frenzy Monokuma creeps up on Mozu, snaps her neck. Beto's gone. Kazuichi gets an Animo vision. La Senora is feeling mismatched. Which, in league with Teruteru's misstep, I don't know what's gonna happen. That actually might be good for them, honestly. Mizuki has no vision, but the violence stirs something inside of her. She's got Pyro. Kibo was lost in his thoughts. The next thing he knows, he's found a wish ring. Hopefully he'll be responsible with it. And Mondo misses how much he misses Mozu. Sobs quietly. We do love Miss Mozu, and we do miss Miss Mozu. But we didn't lose too many this time, just 7. Bringing us to a classic 40 of some nature. Classic somehow, right? Right? It's a Claire de Lune 4. Komaru, Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large, Kizzy, Beto, Hiroko, Mizuki XL, Mozu. 40 remain. We have a wish ring. We have so many visions. I feel like this next round is going to be that round where we're like, oh gosh, oh my. Especially if Chihiro happens to use the climate change remote. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens, right? We'll proceed. Maybe nothing will happen. Maybe everything will just go honky-dory. Maybe things will be just fine. That's a lot of, oh, that's some orange. Some orange is happening. Ruruka possesses Mondo, walks him right off of a cliff. Classic Ruruka, always with these ghost shenanigans, Ruruka. Miss me with that. Mizuki and Ryoma sleep in their camps for the night, but Mishima uses the power of Pyro to set their camp ablaze, burning them both alive. Kizzy is writhing with maggots. Oh, someone clean her up. This is why we need a Seiko today. Kazuichi creates an air current, allowing himself and Fuga to hide in the trees. Reiko, wearing leather scraps, is a sight to behold. Mai uses Hydra to playfully splash Ruruka. Ruruka's not amused. Chisa fires her handgun at So, but misfires, hitting a metal structure, causing the bullet to ricochet and kill Chisa. Y'all, misfire's dangerous. So just dodge that expertly. I mean, really, she's a misfire, but So gets to live for about 11 seconds because then Mew summons a massive spear of ice and impales So. Rest in peace. Owain practices his bowling form. Takamichi waves his big stick around menacingly. Fuga warmly smiles Under the Christmas breeze, Sato tries to kill Takamichi, but Takamichi retaliates and kills her instead. Fischl kills Owain through ghastly means. All these ghosts. How could they? Yuta finds an axe, upping his chances of survival somewhat. Monokuma looks around maniacally, seething. Katoko checks on her demon summoning circle and she's got a demon to help her out. Teru uses the power of Hydro. Put out Paimon's campfire and says, next time that'll be you. Paimon's confused. Paimon just wanted the chef to cook her a nice meal. Paimon. Hina is starving. As usual, sniffs out a massive stack of pancakes. Jin sets up his table before grabbing Chihiro by the throat, choke-slamming Chihiro through a table. Katoka doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Sonya. Nakamaru artfully cleaves, slices Kaito in two with a sword, and La Senora Chiaki and Hiro enter. And anything goes, pancake eating competition. And La Senora, are you on this list already? I feel like you already made it. Apparently you didn't, but you're on there now, La Senora. Fight for what's right. Fight for the world pancake championship. Coming again soon. Boss, she's got a tough crowd. And we have a lot of people perishing, like Camilla causing blooms in the pond. Takamichi and Ruka are fighting and the blooms explode rather, killing them both. Taichi buries Chihaya and Teru in piles of ice, freezing them both alive. Kawakami then sets the forest ablaze. And I set fire to the forest. Smokey Bear despises me. How could he? They're all dead. Mai, Mew, and Chiaki. Using scrap materials, Tama builds a rocket launcher. Amazing. Mitarai summons stones around Hina's feet. She's now trapped. Crazy Oku uses the power of Geo to summon a massive rock, dropping it to the ground. Kiba and Monokuma perish. Mishima uses a mysterious gas to knock out Katoko and Nekamaru, putting death claws on the both of them. Junko is practicing withstanding the elements to destroy vision bearers. Goodness gracious. Akane creates an ice sculpture in the shape of Paimon. Paimon then stares into the distance. She's like, is that Paimon or am I Paimon? La Senora is looking out only for herself, and Hiro summons their persona, uses Frie. The nuclear blast leaves Junko's back burned. I've dropped my pin, and we've dropped all the way from 40 competitors to 21, nearly half of the field in a single day after this Claire de Lune 4. Mondo, Mizuki, Ryoma, Chisa, So, Sato, Owain, Chihiro, Sonya, Kaito, Takamichi, Ruka, Chihaya, Teru, Mai, Mew, Chiaki, Kibo, Monokuma. We do have one legitimate ghost in play. Fischl could possess anybody. Anybody! However, we are only 11 away from your saving grace pick, surprisingly enough. We've picked up a lot of misfortune this episode, and I got a feeling we're probably going to pick up even more. Will we, though? There's only one way to find out. Let's proceed and see. We actually might not. Everyone's got a decent amount of weapons, so maybe they won't pick up any more misfortune. Next round will show us the way. It shows us the way that a lot of people perish. As Tama finds a lovely bikini and puts it on, it's quite revealing. That sounds about right. Crazy Yoko summons a shield protecting her from Camilla's attack. Crazy Yoko then causes the ground beneath Camilla to cave in, burying her alive. Camilla, rest in peace to ya. Reiko. Pixel is neat and cooling in various places. Kazuichi creates a sphere of air around Nekamaru and Fuga, keeping there long enough to suffocate them both from within. Mishima has a blank expression and seems unresponsive to what's going on. Junko transforms into an alien with a flame body. She shoots white-hot fireballs at Kazuichi, turning him into ash. Catch him. Katoko postures her demon horns. How wholesome. Taichi can't handle the stress after losing a teammate and becomes more cowardly. Hiroko's corpse is writhing with maggots. Hiro's persona levels up from Frie to Freyla rather. Paimon fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. La Senora finds a rat in a cave, feeds it some fruit. More rats show up because of this. La Senora feeds all of them. La Senora now has an army of rats at her disposal, and the Akron see great potential in Katoka. She gets a Hydro Vision. Mitrai wishes he could go home. Yuta feels sorry for Hina, frees her from the trap, freeing his sister. Freeing his delightful sister. And Kawakami casts her rod in the river, pulls out, wait, my soundboard? Does it even still work? Akane comes down with a despair disease and she isn't feeling herself. Hopefully she doesn't misbehave either. Miss Akane. We haven't seen the full extent of what can happen with Misbehave, but it can be brutal. It can be real brutal, you guys. Hina places her pancakes on the ground in a particular pattern and banishes Fischl's spirit. Fischl is gone. The ghost of Fischl is gone. The dead husk of Mew putrefies silently, and Jin ambushes Hina, slaughters her. We are now down another 6, really another 5, because one of them was a ghost. It is indeed a Claire. Daylune, 4. Camilla, Nakamaru, Fuga, Kazuichi, Fischl, Hina. 16 left. That's a perfect square. It is, I mean... I don't know what that means here, but you know, like, it's a perfect square. 16 remains, 6 more into your saving grace picks. We'll have to wait and see. We picked up some more misfortune. Will any of it get used is the real question. We'll wait and see. We must continue. We must press on. As the beat goes on, so do we. Let's pray. Let's play it. Let's go for it. Let's click next round. I'm pretty sure some more people are going to perish because we got all these weapons, all these items. And all of these people falling victim to 4-armed aliens like Junko, tossing Kotoka in the sky she's never seen again. Unfortunate, she's long lost again. Hero tries to kill La Senora, but La Senora's rats chase him off. Hero summons his persona, uses Freyla. The resulting explosion leaves Mitarai unmoving. He's dead. He's a goner. Crazy Yoko's bad brain turns her into a horrible person. Dark energy swirls around Chihiro's body, reanimating his corpse. He's back as a ghost. Mishima puts a dust cloud on La Senora while she's sleeping. Kawakami casts her around the river, pulls out a sea bass, more like a sea plus. Knock, knock, knock. The Archon Secret potential. Paimon. Grant her a pyro vision. Paimon's finally got a vision. Jin. Find some bow and arrows. I mean, it'll take some practice, but it'll come in handy, I guess. Yuta gathers ammo for a slingshot. Akane really isn't feeling herself. She goes absolutely frenzied. And then dies because Reiko attacks Akane before Paimon can even react. Paimon rushes out, but Akane dies in her arms. Kotoko forgot why she decided to try and summon a demon. Maybe she was just bored. Taichi or at least tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. He does, but it's useless. But it does look cool, and Tama fills her bikini with gravel, uses it as an object to kill Reiko. Good luck solving that. Another 4 gone. 1 is back as a ghost, right? Who came back as a ghost? Chihiro's back as a ghost. And we are down to our final 12. A dozen remain after this Claire de Lune 4. Kotoka, Young Mitarai, Akane, Reiko. 12 more. 12 more competitors. As I said, a dozen. 2 more into your saving grace picks. Akane was so close to having some terrible things happen to all the other tributes, but I won't spoil a single second of it. We got a whole bunch of more people misbehaving. Misbehaving is something that I'm excited about seeing what unfolds with it. And I feel like you guys will be too. I'm sure it will happen before the end of the season. But for now, we gotta see who wins this episode at the very least. Let's click the next round and let's get closer to finding out. Like Kotoko cutting off Yuta's arm, but Yuta still has the other one. Yuta slices through Kotoko. You hate to see it, but Yuta, he's a future Hall of Famer. He really is. The pile of flesh that used to... Honestly, Kotoko was probably also a future Hall of Famer too. Just from the vast amount of times that she's won in preseason and been the agent of chaos. Anyway, Crazy Yoko summons their persona using Bufu, trapping Jin's feet in ice rather. Kawakami tries to use my soundboard, gets it confiscated for playing copyrighted music. How could you? For shame. Jin was struggling in the trap and cut himself pretty bad. That quick? It's been like 2 events, Jin. What are you doing? Kamaru is decomposing peacefully. Taichi wonders he should build a machine that makes yakiniku. Perhaps he should. I think that might be a good idea. La Senora has a nice day cooking with her rats. Paimon snaps out of it. Junko transforms into an alien with a body as hard as diamond. She's doing work with this Omnitrix. Headbutts Crazy Yoko and Hero, killing them both. Chihiro plays around with his incorporeal body, passing through the various things to pass the time. Tama builds a rocket. Who's gonna take a trip in the favorite rocket ship? Flying through the sky, little Einstein. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. We just have to say Mishima's ready to end it. Well, wants to end it. Gosh darn it, my pen. It's so much further away now. It's so much further away. I'm never gonna get it back. I'm just picking up a new pen. That pen, you'll never see it again. Never ever. You might never see it again. Anyway, Mishima just wants it to end already. And it'll end soon, because we just have 9 competitors left, and this may be the final Clear Day Loon of the episode 4. Kotoko, Crazy Hiyoko, Hero. Which means you might need some new, it was a big episode, you probably need some new picks. I don't want to say without a doubt. I mean, some of you probably went like, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm believing in couples counseling, or you know what? I want to see Kawakami take that big old victory. I love time and space, or maybe Chihiro will come back as the ghost and do the good things. Look, no matter who you're rooting for, all of your picks probably aren't still in. If they are, I don't know what kind of psychic you are, but you need to go and play the lottery. If you're like everybody else, how about we make some, yes, that music. Saving Grace picks. We got 9 competitors, one of them of star pupils Kawakami. She's got a fishing rod, a pyrovision. She's kind, but seductive. Can she win this whole game? Perhaps. Clover is dead. I don't know why we're looking at her. Mishima, on the other hand, is alive but shell-shocked. He's got to snap out of it before someone snaps his neck. We'll proceed Yuta. From couples counseling, you never count out Yuta. There's 3 people you really never count out: Yuta, Mew, and Kokichi. Never count them out. Yuta's still here. He could very well win this thing. Add to his, for lack of a better term, future Hall of Fame career. As we keep on going though, we see La Senora, who's still around. She's got some rats, she's got a collar. She might mismatch to another team, which might help her in the long run. We'll have to wait and see if that unfolds. Girl Boss has Junko with 9 KOs. She's got Omnitrix, which has been doing work. A samurai sword. Another samurai sword. Good on her, I guess. Tama, however, she's about to rock it. She could send somebody to space and they might never come back. As we keep going, she's from Split Path and she might take this victory. Paimon's still around. She's clumsy, she's naive, but she's got Pyro on her side and not a kill to her name. As we go onward, Jin from Father Knows Just. 3 KOs, including the poor bean Chihiro, who is a ghost. Will Chihiro seek revenge? Looking right down there at our ghost of Chihiro. He's also bleeding out, so let's not forget about that. Jin, you might not want to pick him, but we've had bleeding out victors before. Maybe just one. It's one of those things that happens very rarely. I felt a sneeze coming on, but it just didn't happen. That's the worst feeling in the world. It robbed me of the sweet relief. Taichi is still around. Doctor has 2 KOs. He's a coward right now, but he's got Cryo on his side. He might give someone the coldest shoulder of all. Those are our final 9. Make your picks first, second, and third. And as you make them, why don't you kick someone right in the kneecap, lift both of their arms as they're bent down, and drop them right onto the subscribe button. Hit that pedically as I make my picks, because I actually haven't yet. Well, I'll make them. Yeah. First, second, and third. My picks are easy. I don't even need the music for it. Give me Yuta for first, give me Kamakami for second, and give me the Doctor for third. Easy peasy. That's who it's going to be. And I know there's 9 people left. I know there's technically 10 if we're counting the ghost, but we don't count the ghost. Because they ain't real. You heard me. But it is your final 9. And they are all going strong. Hearts racing, thumping, bumping, beating, with the same pulse, the same determination, and perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. It is a nice pen. It's a nice purple, too. We'll go on, though, and we click next round to see people perish. Junko follows some sparkles. Discovers a magic wand. Hopefully it has some spells left in it. She'll never know. Ooh. Mishima eats something he shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Rest in peace to him. Taichi tries to kill La Senora, but La Senora's rat protects her. Her rats protect her, rather. Kill Taichi. The doctor's down. Tama straps Junko to a rocket and sends it to the moon. Rest in peace to Junko. Dark energy swirls around Mai's body. She's back as a ghost too, and Chihiro sees the former singles champion, Mitarai. Young Mitarai possesses young Mitarai's body. Interesting. What will Chihiro do with it? Paimon has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Yuta is ready to use his axe if he has to. Kawakami feels horrible for what she did, and Jin is still slowly bleeding out. Nobody's gonna help him. Nobody's gonna help out Jin. We got 7 alive. 7 remain. And one more ghost in play, one now possessing Chihiro, and one big terrible turnabout for Mishima, Taichi, Junko, Chihiro, who didn't really die but is now, you know, back as a ghost, possessing young Mitarai. But that brings us down to 7, and they're still going with that same determination, the same fate as that of It's a samurai woman. Let's go ahead. Next round, 7 people. Now much less than 7 people, and young Mitarai perishes immediately as Mizuki's gone. Mai misses being able to have dinner. Mitarai trips and falls in a really bad way. Not enough to kill him, but enough to give him a misstep. And at this point, you kind of have to wonder: do I give this to Chihiro? Do I give it to Mitarai, or do I give it to both of them? I'm gonna give it to both of them. Mitarai and Chihiro. They both catch this misstep. And that's our precedent. If a ghost possessing someone gets a misfortune, they both get the misfortune. They're misstepping out here. Poor Mitarai's tag team. I think all of them have a misfortune at this point. Kawakami. Cast her Rod River and pulls out a tank. Yuta then used the gust of wind to blast Mitarai off of a cliff. Camilla's dead. La Senora commands her rats to ambush Kawakami and Paimon to death. Jin knocks out Tama in a fistfight, puts a death blow on her. Tama tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and conceives. There's 2 tanks in play, but I don't think either of them can get used. We are down to Tama, Jin, La Senora, and Yuta. Oh my goodness, and a ghost in Mai. Will that come into effect? Will that come into play? I don't know, but it is indeed a terrible turnabout. 4. Mitarai, Kawakami, Paimon. Well, as I said, we're down to 4. La Senora, Jin, Tama, and Yuta. You never count out Yuta. Never count him out, you guys. Tag Team Agents of Chaos also could pick up a big victory today. Father Knows Jest and Split Path are all on the board to get a big win, but let's not take our eyes off of Mai. She get that ghost victory possessing somebody and bringing them back to life at the last moment. Will she? I don't know. But it is your final 4, and within your final 4, Yuta, Tama, Jin, and La Senora are all caught in what we like to call within our final 5 a crisis of fate. Are you ready? Well, you should be, because if you're not, we're going on without you. We're closing the doors on the bus. You got to run after it. We are almost done. Almost. We've actually only lost 1, but things are a little bit weird right now. Jin finally dies from the blood loss caused by the trap that he was caught in because nobody helped him out. Mai plays around with her incorporeal body, passing through the various things to pass the time. La Senora mourns the loss of her teammate Teru, or was it Kazuichi? I'm pretty sure it was Kazuichi. Tama's very proud of that bikini, and Yuta accepts a shadow as his own, gains a power persona. We lost just the 1, technically. La Senora said, "Hey, what's up, theme park ride?" None of them are alive, so I don't really know what she's doing. She's still win for her team. But more importantly, it's a terrible turnabout for just 1. Jin. Well, it's still a crisis of fate. It's a crisis of fate between Tama, Yuta, and La Senora, who doesn't remember which team she's on. At this point in the game, it doesn't really matter. But earlier on, if she had like a tag team partner with her, it would have mattered a little bit more. But with the final 3, it could all end when I click next round. Oh boy, oh boy. It's not the final 3 anymore, because Mai has found the corpse of Hiroko, possesses it. Mai now has control of Hiroko's body, giving up her own incorporeal body. Tama's got that rocket launcher. Didn't she already make one? Dark energy swirls around Taichi's body, reanimating his corpse as he's a ghost. Uh-oh, we have a couple ghosts. The nuclear waste from the power plant that the arena was built on top of that we don't talk about, Fuga, has become a zombie. La Senora's got a chainsaw. Yuta levels up his persona No longer with Zio, but with Zionga. And Hiroko steals Tama's tank while she's asleep. We just had Mai come back and possess Hiroko, so it's not like a big time terrible turnabout, so we must proceed. We will have a terrible turnabout this time, though. Tama flaunts her bikini in front of Hiroko. This makes Hiroko absolutely jealous. Yuta is feeling heroic. It took him long enough, I guess. It took him a long time. La Senora finds a neon open sign this late in the game? Well, maybe she should return it. And Hiroko takes selfies on top of a rad tank. Taichi kills Tama through ghastly means. We are still technically in 3. We are still technically in 3 after this. Terrible turnabout 4. Tama. It's still a crisis of fate. And as we go on, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's like any of these could end in a moment's notice, but we also could have like Taichi who just killed someone through ghastly means, possess somebody instead. Will he do such a thing, or will it all end? It will all end! It will all end! Hit it! Who ended it? I'll tell you just who ended it. Yuta summons their persona using Zionga, a strong bolt of lightning, flies, electrocuting Hiroko. Yuta's persona is gained enough experience to learn Mazion Dine. However, he will never get a chance to use it because using her chainsaw, La Senora brutally chops Yuta to pieces. Fuga's body continues to rot even as he continues to move, and Taichi misses being able to have dinner. La Senora of theme park ride, which is funny, catches the victory. I feel like I have to make a decision. Yeah, she still wins for her team because she is a part of her team. She's just confused. Not for nothing though, ladies and gentlemen, it's still a terrible turnabout for Hiroko, Yuta. And we gotta take a step back and say, La Senora, you're on the wrong team right now. Get back on the right team. Here, let me tell you what actually happened. At the final moment, she was like, "Oh, boo-hoo! I lost my good friend Kazuichi, right?" No, La Senora, your good friend was Teru. For the team that you are truly a part of, and the team that you were truly fighting for, taking the victory, the tag team Agents of Chaos, La Senora, and Deep Fried Chicken. Mismatch, and that's the reverse of the mismatch that you don't expect. Usually you expect the person who got mismatched to join another team, perish, but it was like, oh yeah, but I was on this team, right? So I won too now. It's the reverse where they won for us right now. La Senora wins for her team. She could have worked together with the other team, but they were all dead, except for Fuga, who was technically a zombie. Ironically enough. I feel like there should be like a special clause for you got mismatched, but technically there's a member of your team who's a zombie. I don't know. That's crazy territory. We're not going there. La Senora wins for Deep Fried Chicken, and as we scroll down and bring up the bracket, there they are. Deep Fried Chicken have found a lot of success lately. Good on them. Not for nothing. But bring me back. Chihiro had 6 KOs, Crazy Oko had 5, Jinko had 4, La Senora did have 4 as well, our big winner. Jin with 3, Camilla with 3, Taichi with 3, Yuta with 3, Kawakami with 3, everyone else with 2 or less. It was a game. At the end I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? And we picked up a bunch of misfortune again. Like a bunch. Like some people now have 3. Chiaki and Kotoko are gonna be the ones to watch. Because if they end up picking up 5, oh boy. They have time to pick up 5. If they do, hey, we'll see. And we do know that these percentages that they could happen just keep on going up by the episodes. So what I'm saying is, when we get to 1 versus 100, big uh-ohs. That game might be shorter than you expect it to be. That game's traditionally pretty long. It might be like a normal, like 30 to 40 minute episode. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Until next time, United States Avery is taking off. Tomorrow is Persona 3 Portable. That's correct. That's the game. And more importantly, I guess for one day it can be more importantly, is WrestleMania in 1 week's time. We ventured down on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise. And speaking of that episode of Friday Night Inferno, the specialty episode on the beaten path, be sure to vote on the USA Theater website. Tag Team Action, Kotoka will be defending their titles. Twin Magic at Ticket to Paradise. We gotta decide who's gonna be in that match. Go ahead and we will see. But until then, toodaloo, Flight Crew. Am I missing something? No, I'm not missing anything. Not yet. Not yet, at least. Next week, we show 6th place. And next week we also find out the final 2 who go on to that tables tourney. Well, y'all just gonna have to wait for those surprises. Get excited for it. And don't forget, OC Action, Tag Team OC Action starts this Sunday. Get excited for it. Get ready for it. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.